Ex-Spouse 2026-1 is the audited annual tax update release that implements the latest federal and state tax forms and figures. It incorporates last year's interim changes arising from the One Big Beautiful Bill Act into the finalized tax forms and figures. A forthcoming update to Ex-Spouse will focus on adding significant new features and enhancements, and will be provided at no additional cost to all purchasers of Ex-Spouse since December 1, 2025. Apart from the audited implementation of annual tax updates, a few other changes have been made in Ex-Spouse 2026-1. In previous versions of Ex-Spouse, when the filing status of the litigants was set to MFJ in, the tax settings and tax credit override settings, available under the Taxes menu at the top of the Ex-Spouse window, for both litigants were automatically set to the same values as the settings for the first litigant. That meant that, in MFJ in situations, it was not possible to have different tax settings and tax credit override settings for each litigant. This ensured uniformity, particularly with the tax credit overrides. However, in cases where the second litigant's Social Security and state disability settings were not the same as that of the first litigant, it was necessary to use a workaround, which was less convenient for users. In Ex-Spouse 2026-1, it was decided to remove the need for using a workaround and to break the automatic link between the litigant's tax settings and tax credit override settings in MFJ in situations, allowing for greater flexibility in dealing with a wider range of case scenarios. However, this means that the onus is now on the user to ensure that tax settings and tax credit override settings are set appropriately for each party individually in MFJ in situations. With the enactment of California Senate Bill 711, California now conforms to the federal tax code in making spousal support paid non-deductible to the payer and non-taxable to the recipient after December 31, 2025. To allow old cases to be treated under previous rules, a new switch for state tax calculations has been added to the Ex-Spouse settings window, in addition to the pre-existing switch for federal tax calculations. The 2026-1 release also includes a minor enhancement to ex-arrears. The display of daily interest has been added to the main screen of ex-arrears. Daily interest has also been incorporated into the printed EJ 130. As mentioned, an update to Ex-Spouse that focuses on new features and enhancements is targeted for release in the near future and will be provided at no additional cost to all purchasers of Ex-Spouse since December 1, 2025. Thank you for watching.